Lehman Brothers collapses. The global economy burns. While millions of Americans lose homes, a secret club of bankers rigs the most important number in finance: LIBOR. Every morning for 7 years they send fake submissions. Make it low today, mate. Need to look healthy. Push it high. Big derivatives profit. 1 basis point move steals billions from pensions, mortgages, student loans, city bonds. $350 trillion in contracts, 5 times world GDP, hang on their lies. American retirees watch life savings vanish. Cities like Detroit, Baltimore, Oakland bankrupt from millions extra in rigged interest. Banks pay $9 billion fines, pocket change from shareholders. No senior banker sees a jail cell. If you want more stories like this, consider subscribing. It truly helps the next chapter. This is not conspiracy. This is leaked emails, Bloomberg chats, DOJ indictments, FCA recordings, Barclays, UBS, Deutsche Bank, RBS, Citigroup, JP Morgan, the biggest names. They called themselves the cartel. They toasted champagne while deciding how much extra you paid on your house, car, college, water bill. All manipulated for bonuses. The same banks that begged taxpayer bailouts stole from the same taxpayers. The same regulators who saw the emails got million-dollar jobs at the same banks. The same justice system that cages poor people for life over $50 of weed let billion-dollar thieves walk free. This is the largest documented financial crime in history, and they got away clean. LIBOR, London Interbank Offered Rate, is the daily benchmark that sets interest on $350 trillion of contracts worldwide. 16 major banks submit what they claim they would pay to borrow from each other. The trimmed average becomes the official rate. A single basis point shift affects billions. From 2005 traders at Barclays discover they can fix it by lying. Can you submit low today? Boss wants us to look strong. The lie spreads. By 2007, UBS, Deutsche Bank, RBS, Citigroup, JP Morgan form secret chat groups. The cartel, Bandits Club. They coordinate every morning. Low 3-month please, saves my book. High 6-month, got huge swaps. They lower LIBOR to hide weakness or raise it for derivatives profit. Every manipulation steals from American pensions, adjustable mortgages, student loans, municipal bonds. Cities pay millions extra. Retirees lose billions. Banks earn billions in bonuses. Regulators see suspicious patterns, but ignore them. The FSA receives complaints and buries them. The Fed is warned in 2008 and does nothing. Brokers get kickbacks to pressure other banks. 1 emails. $50K bonus if you move your rate. The rate moves. The cartel grows bolder. Traders boast, "We own LIBOR." They celebrate champagne lunches. The theft is invisible. The profits obscene. The victims ordinary Americans. The scam begins quietly in 2005 when a Barclays trader realizes submitting a slightly lower rate makes the bank look healthier to regulators and investors. He emails a colleague, "Can you put us a bit low today? Boss wants good numbers." The colleague agrees. The rate drops a fraction. The bank stock ticks up. Bonuses look safer. Word spreads fast. By 2006, traders at UBS notice the same trick. One writes, "If we all submit low, we all look strong, win-win." Deutsche Bank joins, RBS follows, Citigroup and JP Morgan jump in. They create private Bloomberg chat rooms with names like the Cartel, the Bandits Club, the Three Musketeers, Eagles. Every morning at 10:55 London time, they coordinate. Need low 3-month LIBOR big position to defend. No problem, mate. I'll submit 0.02 lower. High 6-month, please. Got massive swaps that pay if rate rises. Done. Owe you a pint. They call it helping each other out. They call it a bit of fun. They call it standard practice. The manipulation becomes industrial. One trader at RBS boasts in chat, "We basically own LIBOR now." Another at Barclays replies, "Always happy to help. Makes my book look good too." They even rig Japanese yen LIBOR and Euribor the same way. Brokers at firms like RP Martin and ICAP get involved, earning kickbacks to pressure panel banks. One broker emails a trader, I'll give you 50K if you move your submission today. The rate moves. The bonus arrives. No one outside the circle knows. Regulators see odd patterns but dismiss them as market noise. The FSA receives anonymous tips and files them away. The Federal Reserve gets warnings from Barclays' own compliance team and ignores them. The cartel grows bolder. Traders post screenshots of their profit and loss, jumping millions after a successful fix. They celebrate with champagne lunches in Canary Wharf. They nickname themselves Masters of the Universe. Meanwhile, American families pay extra on adjustable rate mortgages every month without knowing why. Cities pay millions more on floating rate bonds for schools and roads. Pensions earn less on investments tied to LIBOR, forcing retirees to cut medicine or food. The theft is invisible and perfect. The profits are obscene and endless. The victims are ordinary people who never knew the game was rigged against them from the start. The cartel expands to 20 traders across 6 banks. They share spreadsheets, phone calls, texts. They laugh about it. They call it the daily fix. They know it's wrong but do it anyway because everyone else is doing it, because bonuses depend on it, because no one will ever catch them, because the system is built to protect them. The crisis erupts in 2008. Lehman Brothers collapses. Credit markets freeze solid. Banks stop lending to each other overnight. Real interbank borrowing costs explode to 10% or more. LIBOR should skyrocket, exposing how sick the banks are. Instead, the cartel forces it artificially low. Traders coordinate harder than ever in their secret chats. Keep it low, we look dead if it spikes. Lowball everything. Regulators are watching our rates. Barclays CEO Bob Diamond personally orders traders to submit false low numbers to hide weakness. We cannot look like we're in trouble. UBS traders follow the script immediately. Deutsche Bank, RBS, Citigroup, JP Morgan all align. The published LIBOR stays calm at around 1 to 2%, while real rates hit double digits. Central banks see the fake calm and pump trillions in bailouts, believing the system is stable. Taxpayers save the banks with their money. The banks keep stealing from the same taxpayers. Traders continue their daily coordination. Crisis is bad for bonuses. Low today, please. One trader writes, "If we show real rates, we're all finished. Bonuses gone, jobs gone." They survive the storm. Bonuses are paid in full for 2008 and 2009. 2009 arrives. Manipulation continues unabated. Regulators finally notice suspicious patterns, but tip off the banks instead of prosecuting. The FSA quietly tells Barclays, "We see irregularities in your submissions. Fix it quietly, no public scandal." Barclays destroys evidence, deletes emails, coaches traders. The cartel lives on stronger than before. By 2010, journalists from Wall Street Journal and Financial Times expose the scam with leaked chats. The world is shocked. Investigations begin in London, Washington, Brussels. Traders panic and delete everything. Banks hire crisis PR firms to spin the story. Fines start rolling in. Barclays pays $450 million first. UBS pays $1.5 billion and gets immunity for cooperating. RBS pays $612 million. Deutsche pays $2.5 billion. JP Morgan pays $600 million. Citigroup pays $400 million. Total fines reach $9 billion. Pocket change compared to trillions stolen. No criminal charges against senior executives. A few junior traders plead guilty and get house arrest or community service. Tom Hayes, the loudest voice in the chats, gets 11 years scapegoat for the industry. The CEOs walk free with golden parachutes. The regulators who ignored warnings for years get promoted or lucrative private sector jobs. The circle closes perfectly. The system protects itself completely. Fines are paid, headlines fade, no one goes to jail. The system continues unchanged. LIBOR is officially replaced by SOFR in 2021. Supposedly manipulation-proof, because it's based on real transactions. Yet the same banks dominate SOFR submissions. The same traders simply move to new desks and new benchmarks. The same bonus culture thrives untouched. American cities still pay billions extra in interest from the rigged years. Detroit's bankruptcy in 2013, LIBOR manipulation added hundreds of millions to its crushing debt. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Oakland, Chicago, Los Angeles. Every major city paid millions more for schools, roads, water systems because of the cartel's lies. Pensions across America lost trillions in value from the rigged rates. Retirees who worked 40 years live on cat food because their fixed income funds earned less every single day. The banks buy back their own stock with the stolen money. Share prices soar. Executives get richer. Regulators declare victory. The Financial Conduct Authority says, lessons learned. The SEC says, robust new oversight. The justice system says, case closed. Tom Hayes sits in prison, while the CEOs who ordered the rigging play golf in Florida. The FSA head who tipped off Barclays gets a knighthood and a board seat. The Fed official who ignored warnings for years joins JP Morgan's board for millions. Revolving door spins faster than ever. The cartel members scatter to hedge funds, fintech startups, even crypto exchanges. They teach the next generation how to game benchmarks. SOFR starts showing the same suspicious patterns within months. No investigation. The theft evolves. The victims remain. American families who lost homes in 2008 still pay higher interest on new loans because the system never fixed itself. Cities cut teachers and police to pay rigged debt. Pensions cut benefits. The banks pay dividends. The circle is unbreakable. The moral collapse is complete. The aftermath that never was. LIBOR submissions in 2005 become SOFR submissions in 2025. Fake emails in Bloomberg chats become fake data in new benchmarks. The cartel that rigged $350 trillion never died. It evolved. The same banks that stole from American pensions in 2008 steal from them in 2025 through new instruments. The same traders who toasted champagne over low LIBOR toast over crypto derivatives. Today, the same regulators who looked away get the same million-dollar jobs. The same justice system that jailed no one, jails no one. Again, the same victims pay the same price. The same system protects the same criminals. The trader who submitted low LIBOR to hide weakness in 2008 submits low SOFR to hide weakness in 2025. The broker who took kickbacks for moving rates in 2010 takes kickbacks for moving repo rates today. The CEO who ordered the rigging walks free with billions. The retiree who lost everything eats cat food. The city that went bankrupt cuts teachers. The bank that paid the fine buys back stock. The circle repeats perfectly. American families paid extra on mortgages because of LIBOR lies. American families pay extra on loans because of SOFR lies. Pensions lost trillions then. Pensions lose trillions now. Cities paid millions extra then. Cities pay millions extra now. The theft changes name but never stops. The fines change currency but never hurt. The regulators change titles but never bite. The criminals change desks but never change. The moral history of money is simple. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Financial power without accountability corrupts eternally. The LIBOR cartel proved that holiness and greed can share the same trading floor. Mercy can be sold to the merciless. Justice can be bought by the guilty. The poorest in spirit can be the richest in stolen gold. Money built empires, but it also built illusions. And every time we forget that, history resets the debt. We began with the trader's casual email in 2005. Make it low today, mate. We end with the same trader in 2025, submitting the same lie under a new name. 20 years, trillions stolen, millions ruined, zero accountability. The LIBOR cartel is not a scandal. It is the perfect blueprint of modern finance. Banks discovered they could steal in broad daylight, pay a fine with the victim's money, and keep the profit. They discovered regulators would look away for the right job offer. They discovered justice is for sale to the highest bidder. They discovered the system is not broken. It is designed exactly this way. The moral history of money is brutally simple. When the people who control money are never punished, theft becomes policy. When fines are paid with stolen money, crime becomes profitable. When regulators become future employees, oversight becomes theater. When scapegoats go to jail while architects get bonuses, justice becomes a joke. LIBOR proved that holiness and greed share the same trading floor, that mercy is sold to the merciless, that the poorest in spirit can be the richest in gold. American families paid extra every month for 20 years because of a few emails. Cities cut schools and police because of a few Bloomberg chats. Pensions lost trillions because of a few champagne toasts. Retirees ate cat food because of a few mates. And the cartel laughed all the way to the bank. The same bank they robbed. The debt never resets. It only grows. It is paid by the people who can least afford it. It is collected by the people who need it least. And every time we forget, every time we believe the next benchmark will be clean, the next regulator honest, the next fine meaningful, history resets the debt. Money built empires, but it also built illusions. And every time we forget that, history resets the debt.